What's up guys, back with another video. If you couldn't tell from the title, it is just us taking some pen hits. I got 4 of the Kurvana pens, as you can see right here. And the reason why I opened a lot of them is because each time one runs out, I would open a new one. So I still have, or I managed to have, a little bit in these previous ones. I would say the most are in these last 2 right here. But we got the Gurple, we got the Rainbow Belts, we got the hashburger, and we got the frozen banana, which is actually just amazing right now. Very, very terpy. Let's just do a thumbnail, maybe. So, like I said, just gonna, I guess, 4 pens, 1 sesh, I don't know, something like that. Something along those lines. I usually never know what to title these. I just know how to make videos for the most part. And I figured since I have 4 of these Kurvana Ethereal solventless pens, let's do a video taking a hit. I will say, let's limit ourselves. We have 4 pens. I would say about 8 hits. No blinkers, just 8 hits, 2 hits off each. I think that's sufficient enough, right? We're gonna start with the Gurple, the white one. Cheers. Ooh, still has that taste of that, the grapeness, the purpleness. You guys, anyone that's tried flower or, you know, purple or grape strains, you know what I'm talking about. Someone mentioned they know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? And then we got the Rainbow Belts right here. Definitely been loving this. Very, I would say a very subtle sweetness, but still enjoyable nonetheless, right? We're gonna take a hit of this. This one, I might need to charge. I will say that. We'll see. Cheers. Still tasty. Still got that subtle sweetness to it. Very enjoyable. And you know, while you're doing like these pen challenges or pen hits, especially a lot of them at once, make sure to have something to drink. But also, if you are deciding to have a pen sesh, make sure you have more than just one, so you're not just constantly abusing that single heating element from one pen. You have 4 pens or 5 pens, whatever, you know, especially if you're like seshing with a group of people. You can't just pass one pen to one person. If you do, you'd have to wait in between hits, because like I said, you don't want to just abuse that heating element. It's gonna ruin your cart in the long run, you know. So right now we are on the hashburger. This one, very gassy, very strong. I honestly feel like I probably should take like a small hit off this one, because it is very couch locky. Cheers. A little bigger hit than that. This one needs to be charged. So we're going to charge that, and we'll get back to it. So we're charging that one. So we have the frozen banana one. This one is, so far in my opinion, got to be the best one out of the bunch. But they're all good. They all have their own specific, unique tastes and characteristics and terpenes and effects and whatnot. Cheers. Oh yeah, like you gotta treasure this one. Like I'm gonna assume that this is probably my favorite one. I haven't tried that last one, the Tropaya, but that possibly could be my favorite one too, because I do love me a papaya. I did love the Tropicana cookies as well, which, you know, Tropapaya, or what the fuck did I say? Basically, Tropicana cookies is in Tropaya, so what are we? I think we're 3 hits in. We are gonna let that hashburger charge, but yeah, just been loving these Kurvana pens lately. They just really been hitting the spot, you know, and I actually don't have any dab with me, and I do miss dabbing, don't get me wrong, but these pens have been keeping me cool without the need of dabbing for, you know, about a week or two now, and I'm definitely just appreciative that they sent over just a nice little gift package for me to try. I appreciate it, you know, and it's I appreciate that they value my opinion when it comes to their products, you know. And it goes for every company that's been sending me stuff lately. I never claimed to be like a professional cart person or like a grower or a scientist or anything. At the end of the day, I'm just a consumer, just like you guys. But as a consumer, all of us, we all have a voice, you know, and I'm just glad that some companies, I'm not saying all, but some companies do listen to their fan base or their customer base, and you know, I'm just appreciative of this, and this is why we have videos like this where I can hit 4 of these pens in a video, you know, so truly appreciate it. Thank you, Kurvana, once again. And I'm stalling right now. I'm just, you know, I'm trying to see. It is USB-C, so it probably is working right now. We're gonna hit it and then we're gonna leave it back in charging, and then we're gonna hit this last. But cheers. There we go, that's that hashy goodness. Like I said, always have some water. Water, any type of beverage, you know what I mean? Specifically though, water. Water is just always gonna be the best, right? To quench your thirst. Or you can get a beverage, I guess. But I'm trying to cut down on sugar, so I'm trying to drink water as much as I can. But sometimes you just want a fucking sugar drink, and it's hard to fucking just kick. But we'll eventually get there. Let's take another hit of that Gerbil. Ooh. That one's still tasting good, very good vapor production, but it seems to be towards the end. Like I said, this is one of the first 2 that I opened, and I still have this. That just means I was just using and abusing the Tropicana cookies because it was so good. But yeah, I feel like this is on its last legs. Maybe a few more hits and we're good. But yeah, like I said, Kurvana, just great stuff. And I was just very fortunate to be able to share this with some of my fans at the Berkeley 420 thing, so I think that was pretty dope. But we are gonna take another hit off these rainbow belts. I still don't know what I'm gonna call this video. Is it 4 pens, 8 hits? That's a good title too. I don't know. Cheers, guys. Like I said, get that water. I appreciate everyone for just supporting me lately, and you know, it motivates me. You know, a lot of people are asking me if I'm monetized. I am not monetized. You know, I made a video on it, and a lot of people are saying I'm in it for just the love of making content. You know, I was never making. I only started getting money from this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, but before that, it was years of me grinding and doing it purely for the love of it, and I never really got anything from like monetization on YouTube. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, the most I ever got in a month was maybe like $50. It was more so from people being members. Is that what I was getting monthly? But when it came down to it, I can't put ads on my videos or anything like that. The only time I would get money is either from people donating through Super Chat, which I truly appreciate, or members, you know, which was pretty, obviously people would love to have like $100 extra a month, right? But at the same time, like YouTube, like I said, they don't pay me anything, and you can see how it really doesn't affect me because I'm still uploading, sometimes twice a day, you know? I understand it for some people. You know, some people have a lot more things to take care of, like a family and whatnot, and maybe, you know, going the money route is what they whatever they want to do, you know what I mean? But for me, this was more so for just the passion for it. Like, I've said this many times, and I'll say it again. I think people think I'm addicted to this stuff. I think I'm addicted to making videos more, you know? And a lot of people always count addiction as like a bad thing, but what I tell people to do is to find a good addiction. Mine is making videos, and it's brought me so many opportunities, so many things, and I'm just grateful because you know, it was like 12, 13 years ago, like 2 years of college left, still didn't know what I was gonna do, merely going to college just because I wanted to go and you know, make my parents proud and whatnot, and I didn't know what to do. You know, I was just going to school, going to college just cause, and when you know, I was still making videos, but I never really knew that that was really what I wanted to go all in on, you know. And one day I just said, this is what I want to do, and I never stopped, you know, going for it. And I just want people to find what they want to do with their life, because that's how I feel like when your life truly begins, you know. Mine was when I decided this is what I wasn't this is what I was gonna do. The pen hits are hitting me. But we're gonna take the second to last hit here. Frozen banana. Cheers, guys. Let me get this other one. Ugh. That's a hitter. We got the hash burger. We're gonna wait on this. Give me like a minute. Oh, but yeah, find a good addiction, guys. Mine's making videos. I know it's simple, very not, you know, it's not like something crazy like being a fucking astronaut or something like that. It's just making videos, but something that I wanted to do, and you know, I'm just glad that I'm able to wake up every day and being able to do it, and that is the most rewarding thing. And I think that's great that I went for it, because you know, I can be at home and make, you know, my videos while I can be here in case something happens with my parents or my dog or my cat. And you know, I'm just very grateful, and a lot of people would love to be where I'm at, so I'm not taking it for granted at all. And I just want to dedicate this last hit to everyone watching. I believe in you guys. You know, I don't want to sound like some whack-ass motivational speaker, but I just know that if I can do it, a person that was 23, 24, lost, not knowing what to do, if I can do it, you can do it. Cheers. And with that, I am high and I am gone. Peace out, guys.